Hey everyone, I'm Kloo. Welcome back to some more So Dungeon. So, today we're going to be tackling Dimension 2. So I'm going to continue on from our previous sort of speedrun segment. So on the left hand here I've got the guide I used to speedrun Dimension 1. I've got a 32-minute time world here. It's pretty decent. I'm still aiming for under 30 minutes, but we just need like god tier RNG to get that. So we are moving on to starting to map out all the different dimensions. So with that comes the D2 guide. So it's fairly simple. There are a few things we need to do at the end of Dimension 1, so that's what we're going to tackle first, and I'm going to just have a timer so that we can sort of get a rough idea for how long the whole run is going to take from this point. So essentially, whatever time we end up with, add 32 minutes to it, and that's Dimension 1 to the end of Dimension 2. But we'll hop in, so we'll start the timer. And first off, the main thing you're going to be doing is a little bit of farming. So it says here, before leaving D1, unlock the Bag of Resourcefulness. Oh, well, before I go through the guide, I'm meant to talk to the wizard. Thank you. Okay, so first we want 2k gold for the Bag of Resourcefulness. This allows us to take resources with us, which then ties into the next part of that bit, which is 151 iron and 11 wood. This will allow us to craft 6 iron rings and 2 iron swords. So to get enough gold, we're just going to be looking for mystics. 4 is plenty. And then we're going to be starting at 80. I find this is the best floor to essentially clear and collect gold. You can actually do it manually for a single target enemy. And then AoE for anything larger than 1. And the whole reason we are getting 151 iron and 11 wood is because the way the Bag of the Resourcefulness works is it rounds up no matter what. So for instance, if you have exactly 1 of an item, you're taking it with you to the next dimension, which is really good because it allows us to cheat through a lot of different things. We can get at least some of the special resources we've collected throughout the run and keep it. It actually means I have to rethink our selling previously on this Dimension 1 speedrun. So usually I sell everything but iron and wood. An important thing to keep from now on is bones. You need bones to build the arena, and the arena is super impactful further on into the run. That's really good, because obviously we're farming gold. Other than that, nice and simple. We're just grinding out. We should get about 1,000 gold by doing this 10-floor segment. Super simple. There's not much difference between the gold amount that these enemies drop and the ones on 90. Except for the only big difference, is that you need 4 mystics to clear them. So for instance, these enemies, except for the snail, I believe should die. No, both. I guess they're both elites. Okay. Phrase it a different way. 80 to 90, the majority of enemies die in 3 to 4 hits. So there should be some that lose. Yeah, the non-pseudo elites, as I keep referring to them. Whereas 90 onwards, they take 4 to 5 hits. So unless we add a full party of mystics, there's no point in continuing. The other fact is, just like that, we're going to lose a lot of our team just to this boss. It's not too bad. Again, we started, what, at 1.7. Gold from the boss plus the floor. As well as chest gold. Perfect. We're already almost at 3.5. So 3.5 is how much you need to buy everything. The other important thing that would be slightly different to this is between runs, once you unlock mystics, you'd actually be buying out the shop's iron and obviously wood. I haven't done that, so I have to collect enough just in this little segment, which makes it a little bit harder and a little bit more time consuming. And of course, if you haven't noticed, I've got 3 quests to turn in. So I stopped turning them in from 40 onwards. So I've got the complete level 40, complete level 60, and complete level 80 quests. And it's really important that you don't turn them in, because you can carry them over to the next world, and thanks to having the 3 of them, we'll have, I think it's 1.7k gold, which allows us to buy the mystics and use them right from the get-go in Dimension 2, and this makes Dimension 2 a lot quicker than what it would have been had we not kept the quests, even if you had only kept, say, the 80th floor quest, which is, I think, what I was previously advocating. But you should be able to do Dimension 1 without turning them in. It will be slightly slower than the any % run, because you might as well, make use of every resource you have during the any % run. But overall, it's going to be a time save. I will... No, I don't care. I was gonna say I will do the mine shaft to try and get iron. It's not too bad. I think we should get enough gold after this, as long as I sell stuff. And again, we're just selling, for the most part, everything but iron, wood, and bones. But even with bones, unless you have 11, you only need 1. Same with any resource. You can sell them all down to having 1. Would be nice if we could use liquidate. Unfortunately, we can't. So selling is a little bit slow, but it's not too big of a deal. If we get the chest gold, we'll definitely have enough gold. Cool. Worked out fine. Just manual. Doesn't make a huge difference. Pretty sure I can turn auto on, and they'll do it for me. Cool. So it would be like 3.3, I believe. We didn't lose anyone, so we could also, yeah, because we didn't get the gold, I will just grind out the other 200 gold. It should be probably to 95-ish. Ambush, this will probably give us enough gold. It should be 200, roughly. They drop about 40 each. Don't actually know what the multiplier is for ambushes. I didn't actually realize there was a well, it's like 50% apparently. I didn't realize there was a multiplier until I started speedrunning. So we got 3.6, should be more than enough for what we want to do. So we go ahead and we grab the bag resourcefulness, and now we just start buying out the iron. Another 20, that's nice, and the wood. This is 3, so we have 11, so we don't have to worry about any more iron. We're just hiring a soda junkie. We're entering level 1 and leaving straight away. About 30 seconds or so, I think, including this animation screen. No, it's probably less. This is about 3 seconds. It's probably about 10 seconds. So if we get really lucky, and we kind of are, we're getting lots of iron in the shop. It shouldn't take too long. Ideally, I think you'd want to leave around 8 minutes. Anything under that is a really good time in terms of just luck, gold farming, and the amount of iron that shows up. So we got 9 this time, that's kind of bad. Anything over 10, I guess, would be considered good. Anything under, slow. I think you can have up to like 30 something too. So if you had 30 every time, it would take five shops. Did I do the math right? We're getting decent amounts. We're still I had 2. It's alright, they're both soda junkies. So we'll probably run out of gold before we buy enough, so I should start selling. Buy. Yeah, at 11, it's not too bad. We can sell all the weapons. Can't carry them through. Weapons and armor are probably your best bet. So you do want to try and take as many resources as you can, and just going through the sell screen is really slow. I think this is going to eat away at our time. So you can imagine if you started buying iron while you were doing the previous segment, so while you were clearing this dimension, it would definitely be a huge time save, because I wouldn't have to reset this many times. Ideally, you wouldn't have to reset at all if you could work it out and start buying iron exactly when needed. 19, he's doing us pretty good. Should probably be 1 or 2 more times, so we'll should be done by the 8-minute mark. Or just over, apparently. 18. I don't know how many that is. I think that's more. We'll just check to make sure. Yeah, 55, so it's fine. We're not taking any bones with us, which is kind of sad. Other than that, I guess you just want to dump the rest of your gold in blue smithing crystals. Again, you only need 1, because you can only take multiples over. Like 1, 11, 21, and so forth. But we can head over to the next dimension and start the easy peasy job, which is dimension 2. So for relic choice, we're doing choose the HP relic. I did initially try the attack relic. It just does not scale quick enough. Having the survivability and the fact that it's 5 HP per upgrade is just a huge impact. Plus, the attack relic doesn't actually help the Mystic's AoE damage. There's no point. Okay, so we can turn in our 3 quests, get our gold. Ooh, talk to the wizard, watch the Primal Lands cutscene, I guess. Always some degree of spam clicking. Oh, I have to talk to the wizard again for whatever reason. I don't know why it wouldn't just auto that. Okay, so we can go ahead, upgrade, well, unlock the mystics, reset before you do anything else, hire 1, and you're looking for at least 3. We should probably take the 2. We'll take the 3. And even though we're 1 person short, I am going to craft before we reset, because I ideally definitely want the 2 iron swords, that's 4 bars. And then we would like as many rings as we can, but it's 40 gold per ring, so 40 times 6 would be 240 gold, so we definitely can't reset and hire someone, but at least we should be able to make everything. Cool. So the rings are really nice because they give 5 mana, so it's an extra 1 cast, plus a little bit of HP and a little bit of attack. Cool. Did I not have enough gold to craft? 10 to make... Oh, I miscounted. It's 10 per 1, and we needed 2. Don't worry about this. So we're just doing the dungeon. We're leaving auto off, and we're just spam clicking until about level 20. Then we can turn auto on and let them cast. This way we don't waste too much mana. And we would like as much essence as possible. The other big thing is we need to start trying to really level up the mystics. So we want to hit level 9 because it essentially makes every one of their casts cost only 1 mana, because they're regenerating 2 mana at the end of each round, and they're spending 3 mana, or is it at the end of every second round? Either way, it's a huge save in terms of mana, allows you to push instead of every 10 floors to 20 floor intervals, which is going to be really impactful, because another big thing that comes with Dimension 2 is the free 15 battles of the magic clock, and I strongly believe that any sense of the speedrun, it's going to boil down to whoever can utilize the magic clock the best, because being able to carry it on to say Dimension 3 or even possibly Dimension 4 is going to be huge. It just obviously is a ginormous time save. The other thing, alternative paths, they're still fine to take for now. As soon as you get past 100, you want to stop taking them, because the status effect pool is no longer just dots, it can also be sleep, and I would assume any of the other status effects, and because of that, it is extremely dangerous to take and can really just mess up your whole run, because if half your party is asleep, it's just no good. I think from 180 onwards, you need exactly 6 mystics to clear a room, so for each of them casting their AoE once. So it's really important that you obviously have 6, you don't lose anyone to damage, and of course you don't lose anyone to the bad status effects. So we can go ahead and turn auto back on at this point. We're hoping to get to as high as possible. Generally speaking, if you don't get any healing fairies or warps, you're probably only getting to about 30. With some decent RNG, you could probably get to 40 or 50. With some really great RNG, you could probably push as high as 70 or 80. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. You're going to restart. So after this run, we're going to just start at level 1 again, no matter what. And the reason for that is we want more essence and we want to level up the mystics again. The idea would be though that A, we could hire 6 mystics, and B, we'd have a bit more in terms of equipment, both from drops and being able to craft, say, the rest of the iron rings and maybe some iron shields. And because of that, we should theoretically be able to push further than whatever we push now. So it does definitely seem like we're only getting to 40, given the fact that we've lost a mystic and we're already a man down. Bone club, I wish that was just bones. We did get 1 bone. We didn't carry any others through, so we need at least 1 more bone to make the arena. The arena is just a utility thing, because obviously the only reason we want it is to script, and by scripting we can obviously leave auto on the whole time. If we don't have the arena, it's not a big deal, we just have to do everything manually, which isn't obviously a time loss, it's just something you then have to forcefully do. I am hoping we can beat the boss. I don't know if we can clear in 2. If we can, I'll continue, otherwise I'll leave. Ah, we can. That was kind of bad. I should be manualing at this point because we don't have enough. Hopefully we can beat the boss. 40 is the toxic guy, so this is going to be really bad. Either way, I would implore you to continue the run no matter what, because again, at this early stage, the biggest thing we need is XP on the Mystics, which means clearing as much as possible. So I don't think we'll be able to beat him. He has a AoE attack which will wipe everyone, and then he has his normal attack which will just also do, 19 damage. I don't think we'll have enough damage to clear him. We might get lucky if he single targets. No, okay, we did get 40. So 40, pretty decent. Still, would have been happy with 30. Doesn't really matter. We should be able to just get 6 Mystics now. Oops, I am going to try and kill him. I don't know if we can clear him in 2, but if we can, I want the essence, obviously. Okay, perfect. So we'll leave now. We can upgrade once at the least. I think it's 1, 2, 3. It follows that multiple scheme. Fibonacci sequence, is that what it is? But yeah, so here's the big thing. Thanks for playing Solo Dungeon. I'd like to give you the Trial Magic Clock. 15 battles, doubles animation speed, huge. We can also talk to the Carpenter. He'll tell us to build the arena. Not that we can. It is important that you... Oh, no, never mind. We did get enough bones, we just need enough wood. Hopefully you're selling some. Perfect. So we can build the arena straight away. Does it cost gold? If it costs gold, it does, so I'm not going to, because we don't really have enough of a gold buffer to hire enough Mystics. So it's 20 gold, it's 40 gold at the moment, actually. I believe it goes up to like 80 gold now. 60 gold, so that's not too bad. Do I want to hire another one? Or do I want to bank? Ah, screw it. I'll hire them all. Yeah. We're burning a lot of gold here, but it's fine. We will craft the rest of the iron rings. 6. And we would like to make as many iron shields as we can. So that was 3. We should be able to make a few more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this should be 30. Yep, 90. Perfect. We are starting from 1, so it doesn't matter. Everyone has some HP. And most importantly, everyone has the iron rings. So again, we're starting from 1, so we're doing manual till 20, and then we can turn auto on. We have the magic clock, so much quicker. Spam click. With our upgrades, we might be able to do 30 just through manual attacks. Not too sure. It depends on, obviously, how many attacks it takes to clear each entity. Either way, the hope would be to push to 50 or 60 with this run. That way we're continuing the progress at the very least. We will take the warp. Was that right? I don't actually know. Probably not, because these guys we can still clear manually. Later on, once we're trying to conserve casts, it would be worthwhile. Yeah, I think, no, you'd want to manually do till 20, no matter what. Just skip every portal. Try and get as much essence and experience as possible. So we're doing in 2, so we do need to turn auto on, so that we clear these rooms. Because if we're clearing in 2, we can do the 3 rooms manually, but the 4 rooms we'd have to use the cast. So, I'll be a stickler. I'll do it manually. So we're not taking... Well, we got a warp anyway. We should be able to do these fine. Yep, 2 hits each, hopefully. Perfect. Actually, no, these guys are doing less damage, aren't they? Oh, we got there in the end. Maybe after this one, we'll go back to AoEing. I should be splitting up their damage. Like this. Going back and forth. 3. Perfect. And then 4, we can do casting. I think leaving auto on now is fine. But yeah, so we did the 40 floors for free again, essentially. Didn't take too long. What was it? A minute 50. That's fine. We got XP, and we got a bit of essence out of it. Everything you want, and then we're just continuing the run like normal, trying to push as far as possible. Probably maybe 50 onwards. We want to swap to just casting every time. It'd be so much better if we had the perk that lets us see HP. I could plan more accordingly. I did buy it when I was planning Dimension 1, but I haven't used it at all for Dimension 2. Nor have I written down, obviously, HP brackets per levels. Because it would be good to know, it would be useful for mapping stuff out. But it's not a big deal. Ah, I should have clicked a chest. I was adjusting. We do have keys as well, so we're on the lookout for healing fairies. Healing fairies are a godsend. They will allow us to extend the run a lot further, because we obviously regen all our mana. Other than that, warping is still a big thing, because we are obviously doing a speedrun. We want to get as far as possible, as quick as possible. Granted, I will reiterate, level 9 mystics are a necessity for clearing past 100. Just so that you have enough mana. Heal, don't damage, perfect. So at this point, they're almost out of mana, so you'll be 2 more casts. We should be able to do 80, I think. Still clearing fine. 1 will get through, yeah. So at this point onwards, you would auto-cast. I'm going to do it manually so they don't waste mana. Not too big of a deal. We have the clock. 5 hits. 5 hits. This would also be really good if you had level 9 mystics, because it'd be 3 rounds to regen essentially. A single target will still melee. Groups we will swap to AoEing. Should be done in 2. Yeah. Perfect still. You actually have mana. I should probably exhaust you. Single, cast, single, single. Okay. Still 2 casts, everyone else is just single damage. You'll probably be able to attack? No, never mind. Still a pushover in terms of HP, for where you're at. Is great. That's the other important thing for the run, is you want to start checking the shop and buying any shields and armor. They're really going to help you. The biggest thing for this run is having a high HP pool on the mystics, especially for the boss. The boss is by far the most annoying aspect of this dimension. It is just incredibly RNG based. And it's just a race between can you beat him before he hits you enough, essentially. I think it's 50 hits with the mystic spell. Depending on your weapons, you can swap to single target damage. Oh, that was slightly bad. Should be able to do it like this, please. Perfect. 1, AoE. The sabers, I think they're called, will do more damage than you're casting. For the majority, though, of weapons, this base 20 damage will be your best bet. And it's unfortunate because it just means that you just have to get 50 hits off. And if you don't get it off, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to let the boss win, essentially. Can we do 90? I think we could probably do 90. Get a healing fairy, we can definitely push further as well. It's 3 casts to clear now, isn't it? Which is actually a problem, because we're almost out of mana in this one. Either way, like I said, in terms of progression, until you get to level 9 on the Mystics, you're just clearing as much as possible regardless of the bracket. After you do, this would obviously be a waste because I'm doing these extra floors with no guarantee that I can clear the boss and then be able to warp to the next segment. This does sort of fix it though. So again, don't know if I'm level 9 just yet, so I'm going to clear. If you were level 9, stop, don't bother, don't waste your time trying, you know, to get lucky essentially. Get a warp, a healing fairy, anything like that that you can't control. So at this point we're not clearing, right? Yeah. So we can start to lose. We didn't know, which is nice. Probably, yeah, if there's no essence on the next enemy, I'll leave it here. 96, it's decent. What level did we get to? Got to level 8, so almost, not quite. I'll look at the XP. Since we're not level 9, I'm tempted to start from earlier, but we're what? 116 XP. I'm pretty sure that's just entity counts. You just have to beat 116. Either way, just like usual, stock up on your mystics. I do mystics first just to ensure that I have enough gold. For instance, now I'm going to grab locksmith, so we start with a key, because that's really helpful. I do want the gold shield, and I do want the demon armor. We can grab this. We can grab both, actually. Yeah, we still have enough gold left over. Crafting-wise, we made everything we need to, so there's no point. What was the main thing I bought? The gold shield, right. So, extra gold is always nice. And then everyone has as much HP as possible, and it's just rinsing and repeating at this point. We also did want 400 gold to the script, so we don't have to worry. So I'll grab it next time around. It's not a big deal, I don't mind doing this manually. So, single target, melee. Oops, I should be AoEing. But it should be 4 casts at this point. Clear, 3 to 4. We'll take the warp straight away. We just want to get as far as possible at this point. We should hit 9 from this segment. Janitors are a pushover. Yes, he gets initial swing, but we're fine. I should have actually upgraded the HP relic. I did miss that step. Yeah, strong is fine. AoE. AoE. Anything more than 1 AoE. Rats are great, because that's another big thing if you're planning on going into Dimension 3 in a speedrun sense, is you need the rat quest as well. Four still. Cool. Single target. It should be 2 rounds, I believe, anyway. So you might as well attack. Conserve the mana. Push a little bit further. And we don't have a thing. Do we get a bad thing so I can show it off? No, so we only got burn. Again, sleeper's in the mix, so don't do that. Just skip it if you don't have a key. We'll target, because it should take two rounds or 3 rounds. This way we have enough mana to clear till 120, hopefully. We might lose a mystic to ambushes, which would be bad. It's not the end of this little segment though. On higher levels where you need exactly 6 mystics to clear, it will be the death of a segment, so to speak. Otherwise, we're making pretty good progress. 27 minutes, 120-ish. So we should be on pace to beat it in roughly maybe 45 minutes. Ambush, and of course we lose that one. Should still be able to do 120. Right, 4 hits, perfect. Should probably cast it at this point, but we do need to conserve for the core enemy rooms. I do want to skip a room because we're low on mana, and then we get the sleep. So actually that just killed the run, so to speak. It depends if we lose anyone. If we keep getting lucky like that, we might have a chance to wake up. Come on. No, they didn't wake up in time. So we'll probably lose someone here. And if we lose 2 at the very least, we can't do speed down. That's actually almost as bad. We do have 4 still, so we can clear 19. Thankfully. But that's why you don't want to pick the alternate paths. The sleep is just a nightmare. Unintended. Essence. So we'll lose some people, it's fine. We should be able to clear though. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we can unlock the arena. Again, I'm going to buy mystics first and foremost. Just in case we get insanely bad in resetting. Pretty sure at this point you can also upgrade the kitchen for the HP. As long as you're above 50, the kitchen is worthwhile. We're also at level 9, so we have the mana regen, so it's really good. Oh, 1k gold gone. Kitchen. I'll grab the arena and I'll look at the shop first before we do anything. There's no armor, so it's fine. Build structure. We need iron. My bad. I have some, so I can just craft the bars. Arena. Don't turn in the quest. Again, save them for the next dimension. Create a new script. Enemy. Ooh. Which one is it? I always forget. Is it just Team Alive? Yeah, Team Alive. Greater than 1. AoE, otherwise default attack. Strongest group attack. And then just enemy weakest default attack. Okay, gear-wise, everyone should be fine. You can go ahead and start upgrading the HP. Not that it makes a huge difference. And relics, pump as much as you can. And it's kind of just rinse and repeat at this point. There's nothing you can really craft that will make a huge difference. I'm fortunate enough to have the materials for this. I'm not going to craft it because in most circumstances you won't. Armor and shield wise, everything is essentially just luck based. The main thing you really want is just good stuff to show up in the shop, which actually that shield is. It's an upgrade. That's 5. And yeah, I might speed this up at this point because it is just the same thing over and over. Ooh. Excuse me? Do you honestly have to do greater than 0? Skip. Is that what's wrong there? Is there an equal to or greater than? I'll have to relook at that. Maybe I did something wrong. Either way, we'll manually do this one. I guess I won't speed it up. Well, I still can, I guess. We'll take the warp. So your key, warping or healing is what you want. We should be fine to do the 140 as well. Yeah, perfect. We actually have a decent amount of HP. I think the meaty clubs are also going to be quite impactful. If you can get enough of them, they might be worth using over just straight up higher damage, simply because of the HP regen. Because it will just allow you to push a little bit further. That's the biggest thing. No, I know what the script was. I didn't actually set it on the Mystics, did I? How many of you noticed that? Essence is nice. We need quite a lot of it at this point, so it's not a big deal. We do have a high mana base, so you could probably continue to AoE. But as you can see, the back attacks, for the most part, are at least on par or better in terms of damage. So it is worth single target normal attacks. Probably, if no one dies, push to 150 as well, which is going to be good. Means we're doing 30 floors instead of 20. Granted, it was probably thanks to the warp. We missed out on taking a bit of damage from whatever we encountered. Did we skip the mini-boss as well? Can't remember. Even though it was a minute or so ago. I will AoE on the boss. I will AoE with whichever side he's facing. I think that's actually better. There's actually that in the script, isn't there? You can set it to attack, depending on facing. I should look. That's probably more worthwhile. So if it's a back attack, use melee. If it's not, use your manual. We did lose 2 party members, so I can't clear effectively. I need at least 5 to continue on. Not a big deal. Ooh. Wonder if we got enough mushrooms. Let's see. Nope. But I do remember to change this. Shop, anything interesting. The clover. The clover's kind of nice because it can lead to magic rings. I don't know if it's enough of an impact to take over the iron ring and just the HP and mana. Probably is. 3 HP at this point isn't huge. You know what, we'll grab it and we'll put it on. As for the script, just quickly, just want to, on the fly, look. I'm pretty sure there was facing enemy, back turned. There you go. So default attack. Put that in 1, I guess. Yeah? No. No. That's only good for the boss. So it should be enemy weakest AoE. I think that should be the right script. Cool, and we can use auto now. Yeah, perfect. So we should be doing the most damage regardless of gear. We haven't gotten any sabers, it looks like. It's a bit unfortunate. Either way, I'm probably going to speed this portion up. We've got the timer, so you can still keep track of the overall runtime, but essentially, until like 190, it's just going to be the same thing over again, high 6, leave it on auto. Shouldn't take too long. It's probably, yeah, just best if I speed it up. Enjoy. Or skip, your choice. Oh, now for the worst segment. Can I hit the boss enough? So the reason I left is I definitely want to start that segment with as much HP as possible. If you're going to level up anything, I would say level up anything that gives HP. Just being able to survive extra hits on the boss is going to make the most difference. Damage is not going to be a substantial thing you can actually upgrade. The other big thing, I don't know if you noticed, is I need to have at least one wooden staff. I need to do 24 on one character in order to be able to clear in 6 tries. That's quite impactful. And the other thing is equipment-wise, who wants what? Just whatever's the most damage. Regardless of healing, regardless of anything. Damage and health is all we want. Nothing we can really make to sort of boost our chances, so we can buy more of the shards and try to upgrade equipment. It's 3 extra HP per thing, 3 extra HP per armor, and then in terms of damage, it's 2 extra attack, which I guess is kind of substantial. Doing 2 extra more damage, especially on the back attackers. Ugh. But you need 10 to upgrade it to level 3. To be honest, I don't think you can bother. It'd be what? 750. You could upgrade a few things. We'll give it a go as it is. This is definitely just going to be a grindy time sink segment. Because I can definitely get to the boss, it's just whether or not I can clear him in the first try, 3rd try, 5th try. I do want to save a key just in case we can get, say, Healing Fairy on the back portion, because we are going to take damage to the mini-boss. Unfortunately. So realistically, we want everyone above 70, because that means they're 3 hits away from death on the boss. This so far is not good. I should have taken the mineshaft there, especially if I had known this was an ambush. I was contemplating it, because it is obviously a time sink. Again, I could have just cast it, and it would have been quicker anyway. It would have been 5 hits instead of 6. Should have taken the mineshaft. As it stands, what? 2 of you can survive hits, 3 of you can survive 1 hit, and then you die. I'll also do it manually, just because I want the person in 1 to always cast, and then everyone else will follow the usual scheme. If it's a back attack, they'll attack. This side, their damage actually might be great enough to just hit. I know this side definitely does not have enough damage in just meleeing. But what are you doing? You're doing 24, 25, 25, no. So, if he's facing you, cast. If he's not facing you, manual hit. This is so far a good start, because he hasn't used Camouflage the first round. So there is a chance. He also hasn't done his AoE. To wipe one whole side. Come on, some good hits. Nope. One person down. Miss, 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 miss. Nah, so this is not the run. Missed way too many times already. So 17, yeah, so if he's facing casting is what I have to do. I'm not going to be able to beat him this time around. There's no way I can do enough damage before he wipes us. You just have to get insanely lucky with the camouflage. He's not 1 hit off. Yeah, so it's just rinsing and repeating from this point and praying for a good time. I don't think Nailed It is going to help you. I don't think... it might. But honestly, I don't think it will. I don't think it'll make a substantial difference to the damage. The Assassin Dagger crit is definitely useful. The Rapier is by far the highest damage. Everything else is fine. Hopefully you've got some goodies in your shop for us. More armor. I guess the HP doesn't matter. The Power Glove, I am tempted to put it on this side instead of the Iron Ring, because it should be more damage, obviously. Healing Stones and healing with the Nurse, I don't think is going to be impactful enough to unlock. Other than that, just, yeah. Unfortunately, rinse and repeat. Hopefully we can do it in under an hour. But we need to beat the boss in this try or the next try. Also, it just shows me that I got insanely lucky on my routing of this, because I cleared the whole dimension in 45 minutes. Granted, I didn't take into account the prep in Dimension 1. Like, timer-wise, I mean. But I also cleared the boss my first try, and that was definitely out of luck. So at the very least, I had less gear in terms of armor and whatnot. We didn't take too much damage to the mini-boss, so that's a good sign. Everyone's going in it, except for this guy with 3 hits available. Still, I'll do it manual, because, again, the one with the wind staff is sort of the mess up. And I bet you he'll stealth first round too. Just to add insult to injury. For 60 damage, I'm not going to count, it's going to be too hard. That is helpful. You're casting, do more than 20, good. 55, so that was the right choice. That was sheer luck. So I guess with the Assassin's Dagger, you want to hit, everyone else should be AoEing if it's facing, just in case you get lucky. All misses, that's terrible. Assassin's Dagger's gone anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. Miss, miss. That would have been nice to be, yeah, focused back and forth. Miss, miss. I have my doubts. Single target is nice. It doesn't really matter. Need him to drop it. There we go. Ooh. There's a chance. Depends if he attacks or he camouflages again. Nah. Okay, so I think this is another wipe. We're not going to get lucky enough. Oh, he single targeted. Good sign. So we get at least one more round, because even if he swipes, we still get 2 more chances. Granted, I have no idea what his HP pool is. Come on. Oh. Nah. Oh well. Maybe I should grab the stone, just in case. And that way I can keep track of it. It is unfortunate that this is the boss. He doesn't even have a stone for me to use. If you take a nurse, there's absolutely no point, because then you can't clear the earlier segments. You can't actually clear up into the boss. If you take the carpenter, again, you're gonna have difficulties clearing the enemies without taking damage. So there's really no choice but to bank on just RNG and being able to deal with the boss in a timely fashion. I'm going to move all the sabers to this side. And off we go again, I guess. Ooh, I don't have enough gold. The first. 190, my bad. It's actually kind of sad because we got here pretty quickly. I did like a practice run, and I got to the boss at around an hour, and then I'd spent like 10 minutes redoing it over and over again, and I still hadn't had any luck with it. There's nothing you can really do. This is probably a run killer, which is kind of horrible to think about, because it means roughly an hour into the full run, you're gonna restart. There's probably a way out there to make it more consistent. I just need to do more testing. It should be 50 hits in base. So 50 hits from just using Torment. The extra damage you get from here, I don't know. But we can count to 50 at least, and see. Well, it's stacked on the one enemy, so it's not too bad. We also got a blue. We got the Skull Blade, which I guess is nice, because A, it has damage reduction, and it does more damage than any of my current equipment. That might make it a bit easier. But it's definitely not like a guarantee. Healing Fairy would have been nice, just to top off. Well. Okay, so we'll count. Do we get anything else decent? No. So, Torment. So 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess you count those 4 hits. 5, 6, so 10 roughly, maybe 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17, 18, that was just horrible. 19, not looking good. 20, 21, 22, granted a little bit extra, but definitely not enough. At least he still has his back done with camouflage. We're just going to be taking too much damage here. It was definitely close to this time, but nothing I could do about it. I doubt. Yeah, nah. Hopefully there's a stone so we can at least look. But this is the other thing, we have our Mystics to level 11, so regardless of the Carpenters, whatever level we get them to, I just find that the Mystics are going to deal more damage. I know now that it is 2 times attack. Maybe it is better. Do it this way, make it a bit easier. You need 1 buffed. You can have Power Glove. You can have the Power Glove. You can have the Power Glove. And then you can have that. The dagger, because of the crit damage, I think it's better. The evasion's kind of nice though. Come on, hopefully this attempt. Base attacks are doing 40 on this side, so that's quite nice. I'm just going to continue. The other thing is maybe to grind out Essence. Just do another run from the get-go. I mean, what, it was like 3 minutes to get to 50 or so? Or 80, wasn't it? So that might be decent. Okay, time to count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I hope I did that right. 31. 32. 33, 34. 35, 36, 37. Oh, that was a mistake. 38, 39, 40. Okay, we might get it this time, from the looks of it. We did! Oh, all thanks to RNG. Still, not bad. Not as quick as I would like. Definitely can do it way better, but I'll take 105 minutes. Oh, so close. So yeah, so I guess Speedrunner's Guide to Dimension 2. Good start. I'll have to look into it and maybe get a more consistent way. Either way, quest-wise, until this is 3, we need to do a few more things. So I know we've got the arena quest. The other 2 quests are most likely, well, for one of them is buy enough sodas. So for instance, you need to unlock 3, and then the other one is kill 20 rats. So you just have to farm the dungeon until you get 20 rats done. Overall, hour and 37 minutes. End of D2. Ooh. I was hoping for probably around hour 15, hour 20. It's not a huge difference, but it is slightly slower. All because of the boss. I mean, we wasted, what, like 15 minutes on him? So, there's your time save. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See ya.